Hey friends, Jen the Money Medium here. How are you today? Let's talk about emotions today. So emotions have the ability to run your life. And if you don't understand your emotional self, your emotional body, where your emotions come from, what triggers them, how to release them, your emotions can actually be running your life without your permission, creating experiences for you so that you get to continue having the same emotional response, emotional triggers. We're actually quite, I put it this way, we're secretly addicted to who we are, to who we have been created to be based on the influences that we've had in our life or different situations, different traumas, different things. And those things can trigger those same emotional responses all the time. So let's say you're somebody who has a deep fear of rejection and has experienced rejection many times, and it's painful and it hurts, and you actually have decided that it's better to just not have relationships because then you don't have to deal with rejection. Well, it just doesn't work that way, because when that emotional response is one of your strong triggers, whether it's a relationship or not, you're always going to carry a vibration of that, right? So rejection is always there knocking on your door. For some of you, it might be, I'm just going to work with sort of the lower vibrational things. Of course, some of you may be carrying some of those emotional responses that are, or have trained yourselves to carry joy, happiness, excitement, celebration, fulfillment, satisfaction, you know, deep states of happiness. Those can be emotional, love that you've trained yourself to carry. Most people have not been surrounded by those emotions a lot in the world that we live in. We tend to be surrounded by fear, rejection, things going wrong, so disappointment, anger, pain, jealousy. Let's just leave it at that, right? So with those lower vibrational emotions that are trigger responses, and they can be very familiar. You can actually at a secret level be more comfortable feeling depressed or anxious or jealous than you would feel expressing happiness, joy, and excitement. That's why you need to know how your emotions work, where they came from, how to move through them, how to shift them, how to acknowledge them, how to work with them. Because there is no bad emotion. They're all parts of us. It's just that what you carry emotionally, if you're not conscious of it, those emotions start creating your reality, so that you get to wake up in situations that cause those same feelings. So you might have decided that because rejection is such a strong thing for you and you're not going to have rejection in your life, that you're not going to have relationships, then you find that at work you start experiencing rejection. It's because it's in your vibrational frequency, energetically, emotionally. So actually not having relationships isn't going to solve a thing. Rejection's because it's there, it's within you, it's in the fabric of you. You need to retrain yourself, reprogram to yourself to feel emotions like happiness, joy, satisfaction, love instead. That means practicing the emotion of the higher vibrational things. And eventually, the more you practice, the lesser that feeling, that emotion of rejection, fear, depression, sadness, pain, you know, those will dissipate, and the higher vibrational things will become stronger in your life and start creating realities that give you more things to be happy, excited, celebrational, joyful about. So your emotions actually have this ability. So your subconscious belief systems have emotions attached to them, right? And so every time, let's say, so it means that they go very deeply, right? Subconscious emotions are very deep, and they can come out of the blue, out of nowhere. So you might have, let's say, something in your life that makes you feel angry all the time, right? Maybe it's a person in your life or at work, and they just make you angry. And then you're walking around with a vibration of anger all the time. But if you look back in your life, you can see that you were surrounded by angry people or situations that made you angry that became an inset of that anger. Yes, we all have anger on a certain level, but if it's a strong emotion, one that's always knocking on the door, ready for you, in your most vulnerable moments, if anger is the place you go, then you need to ask questions about, why am I angry? Where is this coming from? What do I benefit from feeling so much anger? Where do I feel it in my body? What is it trying to tell me? What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I use this to evolve and move forward? Then you understand your emotion rather than just feeling it like fire all the time coming out of you, right? Understanding is everything. When you understand how you work, you become an extremely powerful being, because anger is not going to go away ever completely. But now you can manage anger and you can channel the energy. Anger has a strong energy, and you can actually, you know, you got to imagine that that's on a gauge, and anger is a low vibration. What's on the other end of anger, let's say, anger usually comes when something's not working out for people, right? Well, success is on the other end of anger, right? Or love is on the other end of anger. So they're actually the same emotion, just at a different level. So play and get to know your emotions so that you continue to create your life from powerful places of emotion, rather than having subconscious emotional responses creating your reality without your say. Okay? Lots of love. I'm Jen, the Money Medium. Until next time.